Hi, welcome to a Taste of Oktoberfest presented by Schneider's. I'm your host, Allan Cayenne. Today we're gonna go visit Chef D at his studio kitchen to make some awesome Oktoberfest inspired food. Special thanks to Hefner Toyota for providing me with this awesome car to get me there in style. Hey, it's Allan from Kitchener Waterloo Oktoberfest. I'm here today with Chef D from Chef Dtv in this beautiful studio kitchen here, Chef. I love it.
Allan, welcome to the studio kitchen. This was a vision of mine for a long period of time. As you well know, we did some catering and filming at our old house, right? But we wanted something that was much bigger, that we could do, events like this, but we also do some small caterings here and small events. A lot of charity work actually happens here. We've raised money for $15,000 for Ronald McDonald's house.
Whoa.
We've raised money for the Cambridge Hospital. Camp Out for Cancer. Also done some really cool events for the Women's Crisis Center. Local charities that are really near and dear to Trish and mine's heart. And the other part of it is I'm a firm believer is that not only sometimes people think you have to write the check, you don't have to write the check. You can create different events and then other people come with the money.
I love it. I love it. That's perfect. Well, it's awesome to hear you're doing such great things with this space. So, what are we making here today?
Okay, so this is a goulash with a twist, okay?
Ooh, okay.
I learned from my grandmother and some other older ladies in the community. This is kind of, that rich tradition that we have in our community, German, and so I thought, let's do this, but let's make it a twist. Let's add some tomatoes to it. Let's add some white beans. The other part to this, all my companies are Feast On certified, which means over 30% of our product comes in from Ontario.
Awesome.
So, we use as much as we possibly can. I don't know if you can see, but there's more weeds in the very back there. That was my garden that I started. And then I opened up 2 new businesses and the garden went by the wayside. So I'm just warming up the pan here, Allan. Now, most of the times, something like this, I put a little bit of oil in the pan.
Yep.
But because we're using a Hungarian sausage and it has a bunch of fat in it, I'm going to use a fat from the sausage to help do that. So
smart. Love it.
What I've done is, and again, you can tailor this the way you like it. You don't have to have like small, tiny pieces. You can have big pieces, wherever you want to go with it. And, get the kids involved and it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And you can just see, I'll just show you that. You can just see the marbling through it. That's what we're going to use for.
And that's the fat that's good.
Exactly.
Okay.
And it has a little bit of paprika in it, so it's going to give us a little bit of color that we're looking for.
Some great knife skills. I wish I could chop like that.
I've been doing it for almost 40 years now.
So you've got that 10,000 hours required to become an expert at something.
So true, right? So, and then what we're going to do is we're going to warm the pan up, because when I want to hit the vegetables with this, and it's funny because I've been doing so much other work at our other businesses, and when I come back here, we're used to having the professional ranges and it comes like this, so this will take just a little bit longer, but you can start hearing a little bit of sizzle.
Yeah, it's music to my ears.
So do you like cooking?
Oh, I love cooking.
Okay.
Yeah, it's so much fun. I've started to get into it more now than I ever have. But yeah, it's something I love eating. So
okay.
Cooking helps with that eating habit I have.
Okay, and you can just start seeing now. You can just see how the fat's kind of rendering out right into the bottom of the pan. That's what we're looking for. And you can already smell the smokiness of the sausage coming out.
Mm-hmm. Delicious.
And then what I have here is I have some carrots, I have some parsnips, which I've already chopped up. And you'll notice that I didn't take the skin off either one of them. You don't have to. A lot of the nutrients are in the skin of the carrot, in the skin of the parsnip. So, just leave it on. It saves you time. Just give it a quick rinse. And if you want to scrub it a little bit, really, away you go, right? And then we have some Ontario garlic. Now, I want to show you something, okay?
Yeah, I noticed this basket of garlic back here. I'm like, how much garlic are we using today?
Well, if you'd go to our garage, we have about 150 pounds of it hanging up. A lot of people make the mistake of putting garlic in the refrigerator. Garlic doesn't like cool, damp places. It likes the dry area. So, and you know, this is Ontario garlic and it's so good. You want to keep it, and you want to keep it for 6 months. So store it at room temperature, and you want to have it that it has a little bit of air going through it. So that's why the basket that way. So.
All right, I got to pick myself up a garlic basket because I do love garlic.
Okay, well, good, because we're going to add in about 4 cloves of garlic. And like I mentioned at the top, is if you want to go more with this, go for it, right? So if you don't want to cut garlic, let's say, you know, there's some people that don't like the smell of garlic on their hands. You can take like your cheese grater and just grate your, right? Just like so.
That's going to save me a ton of time.
Right?
I have been just mincing my garlic with a knife.
Right? And so, yeah, so you just go where you go and in it goes. Then we're going to add some onion. Now, whenever you're sauteing garlic, you want to add onion or maybe your harder vegetables in with it. Because if you just put it in by itself, sometimes it's going to burn on you really quickly, right? The sugars come out really quickly. Just going to give that a stir.
Man, I'm loving all these little tips. It's going to really up my cooking game here.
So then in our carrots, so it's 2 carrots and 1 parsnip, okay?
All right.
Parsnip's a little bit more bitter than your carrot. We're going to saute that off. Now, you notice that I haven't put any salt in it yet? No. We want to kind of let it go, let the salt of the meat come out, and then we'll season it near the end, okay?
So I always wonder that when I should add salt to my dishes when I'm cooking.
And then if you want, like, you know, if, you know, this is not going to cook very long, right? But if I was going to do this for 2 to 3 hours, I would add some dried onions and dried garlic and the spices, because over time it reconstitutes and it's going to give you so much more flavor.
Nice.
So what I have behind here, again, a little bit of vegetable stock, and it's really simple to do, and I love mason jars, as you can tell, they're everywhere. Perfect. You can just take, you know, if you want to take the skins of it, or the ends of your carrots, your onions, and that, put it in a big pot, just put water in, let it come up to a boil for probably about 20 minutes, strain everything out, you have vegetable stock.
Oh, I never thought of making my own. I just always buy, but now I'm going to make my own.
Yeah, but even if, and don't feel that you have to make your own vegetable stock. You can, again, buy it. Cooking should be easy. It should be fun. It's not rocket science. We're not putting anybody on the moon. So that's about 1 liter vegetable stock.
Okay. That's what I was going to ask. How much we got there?
I'm not really good at measuring.
Oh, good. You're making me feel better. I just add till I think I've added enough and then go from there.
So then these are just some tomatoes that I put down last year. And so we're going to add in about half a liter.
Half a liter, okay.
And we're going to stir that together. Now, we're going to let this cook for about 25 to 30 minutes. Then you're going to taste it. We're going to add some white beans that I just cooked off. Again, like I was mentioning earlier, Purcell Farms, just out by Brantford, he gets these in for me. They're dry. You can either soak them overnight and then bring them up to a boil and they're done. I'll let you taste one. They're really great.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
I like that. That's not even with nothing, no other flavor to it. It's delicious.
Right? And we'll put those in at the end because they will take up some of the moisture. Anyway, just put them at the end, and away we go. So in 25 minutes, you're going to be eating some great food.
Oh, I'm excited. The time can't go quickly enough here.
So I moved our soup over because Allan was really hungry and the crew's really hungry.
I wanted to eat now. I can't help it. It smells so good.
So again, just putting our beans in now. We're going to just, again, they've already been cooked, so you're just kind of reheating them. It's not going to take really long. But you just look how hearty that soup is. It's really a meal, So beside you, the last drawer is soup spoons.
Yeah. So which ones are the soup spoons here?
The
big ones?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, that is a great soup spoon there.
Now be careful, this is really hot. I don't want you to be burning, I remember a certain, Oktoberfest committee member, Scott Henderson, he's been on my show a couple times. He
would burn his mouth, He sees food, he wants to eat that food.
And that's what it's simple, easy. The great thing about this, like I mentioned, it can be a meal, right? And this can be your total meal. This could be a great lunch, high in protein, lots of great vegetables in there, lots of great flavor. And again, if you want to add a little bit more salt, you can to it. You know, if you want to cook it a little bit longer, add a little bit more dried garlic, and away you go.
Awesome. And it seems like something that would be great to, you know, put it in the fridge after, warm back up on the next day?
Yeah, 100%.
Awesome.
And it's going to taste better the next day because all the flavors are still melding together, right?
I find that so often. I make something and then the next time I always use a pot or something to warm it up.
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't like warming it up in the microwave. I just find it so good the next day.
The other thing, there's no microwaves
Yeah,
anywhere.
I love
right?
that. I love that.
So give it a whirl, see what you think.
All right. Oh yeah, that is amazing. I might burn my mouth because I want more. Man, Chef D, that's great.
Well, thanks for coming to the Studio Kitchen. You know, come back. You're welcome anytime.
Oh, open invitation to eat delicious food. I'm in. I will be here again for sure.
Perfect.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us today for this delicious goulash that we've made. Hopefully you can make it yourself at home and enjoy it just as much as I'm enjoying it right now. Thanks for watching A Taste of Oktoberfest presented by Snyder's and proudly sponsored by Hefner Toyota. Also, huge thank you to Chef D for having us today and that awesome food. Check out Oktoberfest.ca for more videos like this one and for all your Oktoberfest information. Auf Wiedersehen!